Hello, it's a bit late here, and I'm needing to be a little bit on the quiet side, but I think I'm still audible enough for y'all to hear me. And I just wanted to share with y'all my thoughts on the song "Jack and Diane" by John Cougar. It was the song was written and recorded and released when he was still John Cougar before he became John Cougar Mellencamp. Now, I like a lot of this artist's songs, but only in the John Cougar, the late John Cougar phase, and early John Cougar Mellencamp phase. I think personally, hot take, I guess, but I think that once Scarecrow was released in 1985, that this guy just started taking himself way too seriously. His music became far less fun, and I don't know, he wanted to be the next Springsteen, and I think his music suffered for it. I liked it better when it was unabashed and fun and cheeky and so forth. And the song "Jack and Diane" falls in that category. It's in that era now. It's a more it's more sentimental than most of the rest of the stuff that you heard from him at around that time. It's certainly no "Hurt So Good." It's not even, Authority Song or Crumbling Down. It's a ballad. It's about a young couple, Jack and Diane, two American kids growing up in the heartland. And it just occurred to me, after so many years, it just occurred to me there's something really off about this song and the chorus. The chorus is very famous, and it's very catchy. The whole song is very catchy, but the chorus is it's a sing-along kind of moment. Until you realize, and maybe you never realize it, maybe you never even think about it. You just sing it with the song because it is such a catchy chorus. But when you start thinking about it, if you do, and I guess I hadn't ever really thought about it that hard until like an hour ago, because it never jarred the way that it did when I just came to this realization that the chorus is completely inappropriate insofar as it does not follow. The sentiment that is expressed in the chorus does not follow from the rest of what we hear in the song, the story that we're told in the song about Jack and Diane and their activities and what they're up to, what they're talking to each other about, their quirks and what have you. Now, the chorus is, oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Oh yeah, I said life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. So, that's just to remind y'all not to subject you to any more of my singing voice than is necessary. But I wanted to just, remind the viewer of just how catchy this chorus is, and how it really does. It feels like it contains some kind of truth that comes from deep down inside all of us. But I'm going to say that I think the chorus is just way, way off base. It jars against the rest of the song. The rest of the song is melancholy. I think it can be described as melancholy. It can be described as, having a certain sadness about it. Even though nothing really happens that's sad. What takes place over the course of the song? Little ditty about Jack and Diane, two American kids growing up in the heartland. Jack gonna be a football star, Diane debutante backseat of Jackie's car. Okay, so this is just like a teenage couple. Maybe they're a little older than teenage. I don't know. Maybe they're like in their early 20s, or maybe they're late teens. It's not totally clear. But they've got sort of dreams about themselves, about how they're going to be, about their futures, which probably aren't based in reality. We're given to understand. Jackie's probably not going to be a football star, and Diane's not a debutante. She's just a small town girl living in a lonely world. No, it's a different song. So yeah, they're kind of clueless in a way, but endearing in a way. So next verse, controversial verse, in a way. I want to disprove something about the second verse, which some people think that it's a dirty. There's a dirty joke in it that's a double entendre. The second verse goes, sucking on a chili dog outside the tasty freeze. Diane sitting on Jackie's lap, got her hands between his knees. People say that the sucking on a chili dog is a reference to her pleasuring him. But I don't think that's true, because if that were true, I mean, people are going to say, you're looking too deep into it, man. I can hear you already. But just consider the lyrics of the song, okay? If she's sitting on his lap with her hands between his knees, how is she doing that? How is she... I mean, that's got to be a real acrobatic exercise. You got to be like a contortionist to be sitting on a guy's lap with your hands between his knees, while at the same time, I don't know, your head's got to be... Is your head like going down under your own legs? To pleasure him, so that your mouth can pleasure him. I don't think it's a double entendre. I think they're just sucking on a chili dog. They're just eating a chili dog, and just whiling away the hours, because they're living in this small town, and it's boring. Things are boring, and so Jackie says, "Hey, Diane, let's run out behind those shady trees, dribble on my Bobby Brooks, and let me do what I please. Just let's just play around together." I don't think that means anything untoward, or it's just sort of like, let's do something fun. And then there's the bridge. So let it rock, let it roll. Let the Bible belt come and save my soul. I'm not sure about that line. Let the Bible something come and save my soul. Hold on to 16 as long as you can. And then the line that I can't stand. Changes come around real soon, make us women and men. Changes come around real soon, make us women and men. That just sounds like something out of a sex ed textbook. There will be changes in your body in the next few years. But don't worry, this is all normal. Well, that's what sex education used to be like. Now, good God, I don't even want to think about it. But, when things were a little simpler, that's more what it was like. a little less convoluted, a little less messed up. That's what sex ed tended to be saying. There's going to be changes in your body, but it's all about becoming a man or becoming a woman. That means going from a boy to a man or going from a girl to a woman. So anyway, so little ditty about Jack and Diane, two American kids done best they can. So all of the rest of the song, all of the verses and the bridge, it's like I said, there's a sadness to it. There's a melancholy to it. It's like this couple this young couple, they're sweet kids, but they're not that bright. They don't really know they don't really know much about the world. I forgot about Jackie sits back and collects his thoughts for a moment, scratches his head and does his best James Dean. Well, man, now Diane, we gotta run off to the city. Diane says, "Baby, you ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing a thing." Okay, so again, they're just sort of, I don't know, goofing off, playing around. But there's a feeling of them being bored and restless. Yes. Like they're just, which is very familiar. If you're a teenager or a young person and you're living in a place where, there's not a lot happening, yeah, you kind of get bored and or you just think, God, there's got to be more to life than this. But that is not at all equivalent with life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. That sentiment is so far beyond anything that's expressed in the song. The idea, the suggestion that these young people who haven't even lived yet, really, would just come to the conclusion that the thrill of living is over. There's no thrill to life anymore, but we're still alive. Boy, isn't that drudgery? That's not Jack and Diane. That's not the lives that they're living. It really does not fit together with the rest of the song. It's like that's something you'd say if that's something old people would say. That's something, or middle-aged people who feel like youth is gone, that youth has fled, and their things are, or that they're just stuck in their routines, and they can't go back to the thrills that they used to feel when they were younger. That's the kind of setting where you could more see a character expressing that kind of sentiment, but not a young couple in a small town in the heartland who's just, I don't know. They have, like I said before, they haven't lived yet, and the idea they've done the best they can. I don't know if that means that their relationship is doomed, or just that they're they're good kids. They're trying their hardest. Whatever. They don't really seem to be trying hard to do much of anything, so that's also kind of strange. But it's not as jarring as the chorus. The chorus is really jarring. I feel like it just doesn't fit in the song, which is strange because it flows so well. It flows so naturally, and it really does, you want to sing along with it in your head. You want to sing along with it, with your voice. but it just doesn't fit with the rest of the song. And that's really, I'm finding that really irksome now. after I don't know, 4 decades of knowing this song. It's suddenly just striking me as irksome, but maybe I'm just losing my mind. Who knows? Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think below.